Alright, on Nan Harland we have Thena. In the upper left here is Misty Mountains. Bottom right side we do happen to have Carliber as Lothlorien. Now I want to see how Carliber kind of works around with the Lothlorien changes that were done in 8.2. I played it very well in 8.1 and generally speaking 8.0, but decent changes were made just to help it be more reliable at certain parts. Oh, so he's going for a fast garrison. Very interesting. I wonder if he's aware, though, that we, like, adjusted the Malorn economy. Fast garrison and 2 regular Malorn trees. Okay. And Thena going with the standard 4-tunnel start that he normally does as Misty Mountains. Are we gonna see some upgrades yet on these trees? Not yet. Let's see, have they picked PowerPoints? So Thena has gone for the cave bats, just to get the opportunity to scout and debuff. Now I wonder. Okay, so Carliber has now started to upgrade. Thanks for the follow, Khalees. Appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Alright, so we got the Wolfcarn starting up here actually for Thena. And it looks like he's putting down a Goblin Cave additionally for the support. Carliber is looking to actually pump out the Tarwaith Swordsman unit, but what he's not going to be ready for really is the Wolfcarn opener. So he's going to get the trample damage done towards him, especially if he doesn't pick up on where the Wolfcarn happens to be. He hasn't picked a tier 1 option yet. I assume he may go volley depending after what he sees Misty Mountains is technically doing on their opener. Weird he's opening with wargs even in this matchup. That's true, Flame. It is pretty odd. But now we have the cave bats here kicking in for Carliber on the first tunnel that he is looking to harass. The warg pack is in the route to come out, but I think Carliber will get a decent amount of damage done. We see the second Tarwaith unit moving forward. And Carliber is actually pushing for a Sylvan Archer rather than the Pike unit. Very interesting, but I don't think he actually has seen the warg pack out yet. Athena is going double Goblin Cave on the support front. And now we see the wolf pack has gone for the trample. But I think Carliber is actually going to get this tunnel maybe. Maybe not. He barely gets the tunnel, but the cave bat debuff really... Ooh, wait a second. He missed the trample. Or did he not see it? Oh, that's crazy. So Carliber will get the tunnel because one swordsman unit was alive. Okay. Also interesting that Lorien is going for aggression. Very true, but I think Carliber... he did a straight to the garrison 3 Malorn start without upgrading, and he was getting units out very fast. But now Athena's got the warg pack on the southern, bottom left side of Nan Harland, I should say. I don't want to say southern, but he has no pike unit in his base. So he got really unlucky with that one Tarwaith actually taking out the tunnel, but the rubble is still active at this time. And Carliber does have double garrison on the field now already for Lothlorien. FMM starts with Gob's Poison Blades, they'll nuke Tarwaith, very true. I think Thena was just more comfortable with the idea of warg pack support initially. And these guys are probably, like I said, they don't take a single... Yeah, they're going to survive the trample even with how they're on defensive. And the pikes are coming in. Maybe, is he going to miss it? Tough positioning, really. Let's see what's happening over here. So, Lothlorien 400 CP versus Misty Mountains 400 CP. Misty Mountains definitely has more units on the field, though. Now, if we take a look at Thena, he's going triple Goblin Cave. And Lothlorien really in the position to figure out how to get out of this jam with the goblins on the field, though. Now, Carliber does have 2 pike units here. He has selected Horn, but he hasn't used it again. Now he's popping it. Cool. Okay, so Thena being pushed back here by Carliber now. Very nice. Ah, nice. Yeah. YouTube's for like when the streams aren't popping, I would say. So thena already switching over to the Mountain Orc Lodge support. Let's just take a look. He's at 450 CP and Carliber is also at 450 CP. PowerPoint trades are about even, but Carliber going here to finish off that tunnel that he did get the KO on initially. Ooh, kind of a little problematic here, but I think Carliber will get out of that situation. He's going to end up taking the Warglare on top of it, I would say. Goblins attacking the pikes over here. Now let's take a look again. I think Lothlorien's pretty much getting stabilized. Carliber here with the Riders of the Ninth for the green pasture opportunity. Now notice how Carliber's not really clumping his structures, because that's exactly what you want to do, because all your Malorns are contributing to inflation, and that will just set you back if you clump too tightly. Okay, so Carliber crypts the Warglare. The Sylvan Archers are indeed shooting at the cave bats. The poison's going down here. Dealing pretty fair damage, unfortunately. So Carliber is going to lose these archers on his back row. Let's take a look at the CP. So 235 out of 525 versus thena's 300 out of 450. Now, has he continued to tech anywhere? He hasn't pushed further. But we do see a forward tunnel actually going down here at this time from thena. So Carliber is going to have to defend from the northern side of his base as well. And he's quite low on the CP count as well as the economy. Looks like he's trying to invest in some lanterns to get that opportunity to bounce back at certain points. We do see one Riders of the Ninth Battalion on the field, but is it going to be enough? Because we... Ooh, okay, so he doesn't have Mountain Orc Brutes out. He has no pikes. Not bad, not bad. Carliber may be in a defensive position now as Lothlorien, and that's something that you have to really watch out for. You don't really want to feed Lothlorien when they're in a defensive position, just because that's going to pump their spellbook.
We come together to defend
Goblins
Lothlorien.
coming back around at the southern point. And lanterns, very nice. So Carliber is going to use the lantern, get the stun. Use the lantern? Not yet. Okay, maybe he's not going to pop it.
Riders of the Ninth.
Second Riders of the Ninth Battalion coming on now. Very nice. Okay, so thena pulling back, kind of seeing the cavalry, knowing he's just going to feed Lothlorien. He needs to get pikes. Now he's at 650 CP, but he doesn't have that much of an economy pool. He is getting his first pikeman battalion out though. And Carliber going straight back towards Misty Mountains base. Now what would really help him, in my opinion, is pushing for volley right now. It would just help him really clear the field. And thena with the second tier 1 pick of Frozen Waste. A very interesting choice. We don't usually see that from MM gameplay, but what we normally see is just a straight tier 1 to 2 pick. The pikes are all the way over here, so maybe Carliber is going to see them and happen to consider micro them and target them specifically with the archers or the swords. But Carliber definitely winning on the trade front here. thena 775 CP versus Carliber's 575. Carliber does have 1500 in the bank, but we are also seeing a tier 2 pick coming in for Carliber most likely. Now thena doesn't actually have any cavalry on the field, so keep that in mind. So in reality, he could get decent value out of Sylvan allies if he went for it. That's a very hard if, though. Now we see 2 pike battalions here from thena. And Carliber is at risk of getting these boys trampled right over here. He definitely needs to kind of hit Misty Mountains on the side. Oh, and he goes for Gifts of Lothlorien before going for a hero in reality. That's actually pretty tricky, and it looks like thena's actually backing out of this tunnel area. And, okay, so he's kind of given up on that tunnel. Very interesting. thena gone with a forward forge over here as Misty Mountains just for a little bit more tankiness, but he's also pushing in now. And I think Carliber's... Ooh, an Idril pick first for Carliber. Very nice. So that means Gifts of Lothlorien is going to give her a greater radius on Cleansed Shadow. Very nice. That's going to be quite difficult for thena to kind of work with, but we do see he's gone for the the Blessed Waters upgrade as well on his garrison. And if you go for the Lothlorien defensive mechanics, like the Lantern, the Roots, or the Well, it will actually increase the experience level of the Lothlorien since it's a purchase. And it'll help you expedite your opportunity to level 2 or level 3. Alright, let's just see what's happening here. It looks like Thena's taking the moment to kind of creep. Carliber is kind of regrouping. But he's also taking this moment to creep on Thena's end. And Thena happens to have Golfenbowl. Very interesting. This will work out for him, I think, but he has to be quite aware that Carliber is Idriel on the field. And we do see Pathstalker's access now with this garrison at level 2. This garrison is also at level 2, so very good timing. And Thena kind of taking some of his focus over here, but then he's pushing some of his focus back down over here. Carliber does have lanterns on this Lothlorien tree in particular. And unfortunately, ooh, he thought the radius was bigger or Thena was going to be a little bit closer before dropping it. Ooh, if he did Fluid Strike right now, that would be massive. Okay, so Carliber is definitely going to win that engagement over here, but I want to see him use Fluid Strike. Fluid Strike here would be huge right now for Carliber. He'll just take care of this clump. Oh, he's going to use it. Not bad, but it wasn't as optimal as it could have been. Very nice, though. And now Carliber has Veterans of Osgiliath access. He needs to take the pikes back towards the archers of the ward packs are going to actually do some major damage here. So Carliber kind of won, but he kind of lost this engagement. 394 out of 625 CP versus Misty Mountains at 380, 850. And Thena now has a tier 2 pick, but Carliber is on his way to a tier 3, I want to say. I don't think he's going to stop and change route. But what we do see is Golfenbow over here buffing the ward packs. So Carliber kind of needs to respond to Golfenbow right now, or he's going to be getting in some serious economy damage.
Take up your spears, sentries.
Pathstalkers, you gotta love the Pathstalkers, one of my favorite Lorien units. So he's trying to use the Riders of the Ninth to
give us a target.
Bounce off what's happening on that side. Very interesting. Okay, so Thena actually has Ruins of Angmar. A very good opportunity for him to get the White Wolves and deal even more of a blow on the economy side of it all. I think Carliber is going to try to reposition his army. He's just going to take out this tunnel first. Very nice. But let's see. Where is Idriel? Ooh, so we do see lanterns. If he times this correctly, he can get some pretty good value here. Knock out the wolf pack. Okay, Frozen Waste. Carliber moving the fight. Very nice. But Thena has Urshak. Now that's going to be big against Lothlorien, but Carliber has yet to use Gifts of Lorien on Idriel for the additional benefit, and now he uses it. Okay, so he's using it now, but he could have used it way sooner just to actually lessen the cooldown and get it for the next hero soon. But now he's got 15 points in the bank here. If he went Eagles, yes, he's going Eagles. Very nice. Okay, so Carliber plays a very nice Lothlorien, and we saw how aggressive he was at the start here, but Eagles, big blow. This is a big blow because basically Thena doesn't have any archers, but unfortunately the Riders of the Ninth had just been trampled here. Ooh. Decent win here, I would say, on the trade front for Carliber indeed, but we gotta see how Thena responds. Let's take a look. 800 CP at this time for Misty Mountains, but then we have 716 in the bank for Lothlorien. So it looks like he just bought a room mill. He just spent a lot of money. At least 11 or 1200, so he definitely bought a room mill. And the Eagles still have under half the ration left at this time. Waste of an Eagle? I would definitely say it's a hard thing to guess, but it could be a waste, but it could also not be a waste. Maybe he's just trying to buy his time on the harass front. We do see actually Thena happens to have Mozgash, Urshak, and Golfenbow in the tunnel, so Carliber does have to play as it very safely. And I think he's just trying to kind of eliminate Misty Mountains tunnel fronts, but he actually left this one up and running. So we're going to see what Lothlorien does now. Because they definitely bought a hero, unless they just stuck with the units. But I feel like they bought a hero. They do have 9 power points in the bank, though. Dead of Honor gonna go fast pace over here on the pikes of Lothlorien. And Carliber doing well mixing in veterans of Osgiliath. He would have won that battle anyway, but now he can't take out those first tunnels, true. But Carliber pushing on the southern point now with Potstalkers and tier 1 pikes. And what we are seeing additionally though is Sylvan Allies as a pick. Very risky pick for Carliber to go ahead and do this. Just because Golfenbill and co are on the field. But I guess he's looking to get the value and take Golfenbill and the Warg Riders back away from that trade. Let's see what's over here. We have the Mount Orc pikes. We got more. Ooh. Okay, so Carliber's doing very well. He's taking the Pathstalkers around the map and kind of harassing. Very nice. They have pretty good structure damage. Great opportunity for the cause. But now, thena has activated White Winter. So he has the option of either tier 4 next if he's going straight for the tier 4 play. Very nice. So Carliber, in theory, is going to be behind because of his picks. If he had stayed on the tier 1 to 4 path, he would have had the advantage here. But I think taking that Sylvan Allies pick has definitely set him back. Because now they're just kind of chilling with a fair bit of duration left and not really giving any unique value. I always hate this tree because like, a lot of fights happen here and you can't see anything because of the tree. So we got Urshak, we got Musgash, we have Golfenbill on the map still. Yeah, it's Carliber is indeed in a very tough position at this point. But he does have Idril at level 7 for leadership nullification and debuff. So Lothlorien 700 CP versus Misty Mountains at 825 at actually now they're 775. Okay. And we do see, I think this is the Wolf Summon. Yeah, that's the Wolf Summon from Golfenbill. So Carliber does have to contest the forward tunnels around his base at this time. Havoc, I cannot really comment on that right now, but if something comes up in a future discussion of some sort, all those kind of summon powers, they definitely get reviewed in one way or another. It's just a matter of like whether or not it's the right time for that discussion. Hey Heesh, how you doing, buddy? Alright, so Carliber again having a very tough time here on the trade front, but he does have Idril again with the Cleanse Shadow heal. Very nice. And right in the back of his base, he has Golfenbill and co. Ooh, but the Urshak freeze, but he's got the Talon support. He's going for the Border Fences upgrade. Very nice. Not something you see every day, but it's a very effective upgrade since it's essentially a faction statue and fear and terror resistance. It's very nice. Thank you to everyone joining the stream. I'm glad you're here and enjoying the content. Alright, so thena's really sticking around with the Goblin play and the lesser Warg Pack support here, but what Carliber needs is... Ooh, Musgash going down. Hold on. Musgash is indeed going. Is Urshak also going? thena's going to lose Urshak and Musgash? Yo, Carliber has to go in for that kill. That's crazy value. Hold up. Okay, Veterans of Gilead on this tunnel. Very nice. Oh, they're going to go into the tunnel? Yo, White Winter saved thena's life there. Wow. That's crazy. That man got away with, like, murder. Saving Musgash and Urshak with the White Winter debuff value. Holy crap. Crazy, man. Alright, so again, thena over here with the Moria Orc Archers having killed the Veterans of Osgiliath. Now thena has the Hirondor Swords as well at this time, but Carliber is now in thena's base. He's trying to push down on the Mountain Orc Lodge, actually. Interesting decision, but a little bit of a risky pick. Now, whether or not he's going to activate Shadow Strike for that extra 125% damage, different conversation. But Idril's leadership is definitely going to be boosting the Pathstalkers. Now, Golfenbill here is going to be dealing nasty damage, but actually, thena also has Lug on the field. Very dangerous. Ooh, Carliber risking a lot right now to be in a good position. But Carliber actually has gone with Aya Rendil for the hero debuff element, but also to cancel out White Winter when it comes into the play next. So he just has to keep up at this point with the macro micro on the field. But I think Carliber would have a very interesting change of events in this particular match. Ooh, very tough. Adriel level 8 though. She kind of becomes like a nice low powerhouse if you use her right. But Carliber really on the back foot here. 575 CP versus Thena's 1000. So Thena really turned a U. Thena made a U-turn in this particular match, I would say. Carliber really rushed the unit production at the very beginning, and it kind of set him off. He just bought either Gala or Celeborn. That could be true. We're going to see how it kind of pans out. Adriel has been hit with Lug's Headhunter. She is going to be safe, though. Now, if Carliber were to buy Hidden Volley, he can kind of bait the goblins back and do pretty well over here. Now, he could use Aya Erendil, unless he's trying to wait for Thena to use White Winter again. I think that's what his plan is. He wants to wait. And it looks like Thena had Urshak. Okay, he didn't have an on autocast, but very interesting pick to use Caven on Indriel's tree. Very interesting. Yeah, crazy, ain't it? All right, so in the back of Carliber's base, though, we have Golfenbill with the Warg summon on his part and a Wolf Pack. And what we do see is Celeborn on the field, actually, for Carliber. So do we see Gifts of Lorien off cooldown? Gifts of Lorien is off cooldown, so if he applies that real fast, he's going to get the additional 33% armor. Very nice. He just applied it. Very cool. So Carliber, in theory, if he manages this well, he can do a nice U-turn if he doesn't have any big losses. Just because he's kind of set himself up rather comfortably, but we have to see what he does on the next move with the Eagle Summon and or the Weather. And he's got the cavalry units harassing the forward tunnels. Very nice. Hirandor Swords over here on the sideline. Ooh. Wait a second. Thena's gone with Bolg? Okay. Okay, very interesting stuff. We don't see Bolg too often, but it looks like Thena is definitely looking to put himself in the position to have that extra edge if he happens to need it. We do see Urshak, level 7. That's big. Now, Celeborn is over here trying to push on one side, but what we see over here is the Riders of the Knife probably going to get slammed by the units exiting the tunnel, and it looks like, where are they exiting from? So he just had them exit back in the main camp. Very different. I would have thought he was going to put them in a different spot. But now Carliber is just trying to get Celeborn some levels for the incoming engagement. We have Thena moving in on the southern side here. There's a German word for that. It's called Klugchaser. Alright, so Celeborn, what level is he? He's level 2, but he's at risk because Lug should be around here, and Celeborn does not want to get caught up here. But now, reminder, just remember, Carliber is in the process of pushing back all these forward tunnels. And he has Sylvan Allies off cooldown shortly, but we're also going to see Weather Power when Thena's Weather is, and it looks like Thena's Weather is off cooldown. So whether or not he understands, though, that Carliber has actually picked his weather to cancel his opponent's weather is a different story. Now, what heroes over here? We have Golfenbill. Very, ooh, Hatred of the Fairfolk active? Yikes. Okay. Ooh. Thena, I think, is sticking around with goblins a little too long. This is kind of a weak front line for him. Celeborn, almost level 3, is getting closer to the value of Cunning Warrior. Lug has just headhunted Celeborn, though, so Carliber does have to play it very safely. And what we're seeing now is the Eagle value. Okay, very nice. Getting into the disrupt the back row. Just take a look here. Celeborn not really going down just yet. Ooh. Thena on his way to a tier 4, though. Whoa, okay, Carliber 9 points behind because of that tier 2 pickup he did. 725 CP versus 900, but what we're going to see is, it looks like Carliber is trying to take out. Ooh, it's kind of deadly. He's feeding the heroes right now. That's not good. I gotta look away from that just because he's feeding MM's heroes. It's tough. Lug level 4, but it looks like Thena is now at a tier 4 pickup. And he goes for the Balrog. Okay, very cool. Very cool. So we're going to see kind of when Thena decides to use it. Look at that. Okay. The Balrog has just popped. I think Carliber is going to call it GG at this point. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. We're going to see. What could he do? Is he going to like try and let the time buy out? Is that what the plan is? I mean, he's still going. Let's check. 318, 625 CP, 800 CP for Thena. Celeborn's still up. He's got Gifts of Lorien leadership applied. We still have the tower. He's doing okay there, but he's losing things to the Balrog indefinitely. Now, Carliber is 6 points away from a tier 4, so is he going to hold out for the tier 4? He should use Lantern right now to actually get... Yes, there you go, Carliber. Yes, there you go. Okay, thena really making his... Ooh, I think thena needs to actually just take up some structures. This was a tough hit. What he really needs to do, I think, is take out the garrisons. They don't have any armor buffs, and the Balrog could do that real fast. If the Balrog were to take out the garrisons... Ooh, he took out the one garrison. Okay, but is he going to take out the next garrison? Different question. Looks like he's on the way to take out the garrison. Oh, no. Well, the Balrog is a fortress scaler, Havoc, so that wouldn't end up happening. Ooh. Okay, so IRN deal over here on the next engagement. But it looks like, do we see the... Okay, so we do see Carliber's garrison go down. Now the Balrog is going to expire. But can Carliber get himself into a state where he has the opportunity to get a level 3 garrison again? Very different question. And who did we just pick up? Idril died. Okay, I guess I missed that. Unfortunate. The Balrog has expired, so Carliber, if he has the opportunity, could push rather decently here. Now, thena does have the Goblin, Great Goblin. We do see 20 power points here, so again, I really think Carliber could turn this around. 875 CP for Misty Mountains, 675 for Lothlorien. He's in the process of rebuilding the garrisons at this time. Okay, Sylvan Allies is off cooldown, but again, not the best tier 2 pickup. He would have been way better had he invested in Waters and Nimrodel, a Volley, I think, initially, and then the Hjorn even. And he's trying to get the well value here, just to replenish his army indefinitely. Very tricky spot, but it looks like the Pathstalkers are going to actually cut out the tunnel over here. Now, Carliber has picked up a Room Mill. So if he uses Gifts of Lorien, it's almost off cooldown. He's actually going to have a 75% slow, which will be great for him, because then he could get Bolg, he can get Great Goblin, Urshak, whatever's on his mind. So Carliber just has to play this very carefully. But Golfinville over here with no Warwick support is a very tough position. Ooh, okay, so Celeborn actually not yet level 4. This is where his performance starts to get up there. Once he hits level 4, he has the armor buff, he's got the debuff, and he has the splash damage, all during the 30-second period of the ability. And thena pushing in on the southern side. He's also pushing in over here. Orc Archers and Dead of Andor. Very interesting groups he's using. Hatred of the Fairfolk active. Ooh, that's big. Looks like Carliber has upgraded that one garrison to level 2. And it appears to me that he's looking to push in on Misty Mountains base, and he's kind of like leaving his base up to chance. Now, what would be good, I think, is if Carliber had tried to invest in a little bit of fortress upgrades. What a matchup indeed, Smirgom, indeed. Alright, so Carliber's kind of catching the White Wolf play with the Golfinville back in his base. He's at 24 in the bank. He has either option. He's got Cast Down its Walls, which would be huge right now. I think he needs to go Cast Down its Walls. Or we've got Mist of Lothlorien kind of coming up for him as an option. Let's take a look at thena's spellbook, though. So he's got 3 tier 1s, a tier 2, a tier 3, and a tier 4. Very hard to say what he might end up having to do. Ooh, thena with the fire. Okay, yeah, so Carliber did go down, cast down its walls. Very nice. Is he trying to go with the fort rush? I don't know. That's, ooh, but the worm might do him in. Oh, no. That's crazy. Sylvan Allies. He still has Sylvan Allies off cooldown. He might be able to do something with that. Celeborn is now level 4. Very nice. So he's going to end up getting the splash armor buff and debuff if he ends up doing it correctly. But we'll see. He uses the armor buff and the debuff. Very nice. He uses Celeborn's demo. We're going in here. We're going in. We're going in. The worm is almost down. Celeborn's armor buff kind of helping him out. Very big over here. Ooh, but the Misty Mountains combo is just way too tough. Way too tough to take out. We're going to see what happens here. Carliber has a decent amount in the bank. Idril level 10. She's almost dead though. Musgash looks to be trying to chase after Celeborn indeed. Celeborn is in trouble. This is not good for Carliber. I think Carliber is in a very tricky spot. He put himself in a very tight clump. Ooh, Rumil died. Oh no. Celeborn's dead. Ooh, that was a tough trade right there. And Urshak lived indeed. So Lothlorien had a good momentum. They had a good push, but because they ended up putting themselves in a very tight clump inside of the worm summon from the fortress, is a very different story. But I think Carliber is going to try and hang into this moment. But again, thena played this he's played a very interesting Misty Mountains. It wasn't something that you normally would see. I think at least. It was a very different. It wasn't like White Wolf gameplay. He had some Dead of Honor mixed in. It was cool. Cool stuff. But we're going to see how Carliber might have an opportunity here to adjust what's happened to him. But Lughead Hunter really put in a lot of work indeed for thena. Died by Grey Goblin. And Carliber calls GG on game 1. An excellent game 1. This is one of my favorite matchups. But as you can see now, that's a very interesting game. Carliber played it well. He did a little bit of a different Lothlorien. He did a very aggressive Lothlorien right out the gate, doing a garrison opener into 3 unupgraded Malvern trees. Very nice.